So this is an article called the UI Commute, which is an article we came across in 2019, which talks about the idea of how much time are you spending when you're navigating for information versus actually clicking and then getting the information that you need. And we took that to heart and started coming up with ideas to make it quicker and easier to navigate information. If we look at the FCIA, for instance, if let's say we wanted to search and hit manufacturer and we hit find members, you'll notice that we clicked and we're waiting for the page to load, and then the page loads, and then we can click and do that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that we run across a lot of sites where you click and then you hit a page, and a lot of sites do that. That's very normal. How can we speed that up? This is the John Howard Association, and they monitor prisons in Illinois, and they had this section within their old site called Reports and Surveys. And after that UI Commute article, we came up with this idea of here's the criteria in which somebody can find reports. And I should state that the first ask by the client was to show where all the locations are loaded against a map of Illinois. And we found that, we tried that for a little while, and we found that while it resembled the FCIA, it really didn't give a lot of good information, and it was really hard to navigate that information in mobile. What was really important was just these choices, like, let me see the female prisons, and instantly you notice that when I click these, the contents are instant. We're not loading pages. This was the most important thing that somebody was looking for. And then right away they can look at these and scroll through this through these and read some of this information. So they're getting the information a bit faster. And then of course when you do click on it, now you've exercised that click where you're actually going and getting a lot of information, and you can get the reports. But that was the first attempt of doing an interface that was super fast. We had another project, Custom Pro Cases, where when you load the page, they had a typical catalog of these Pelican cases. And we took the concept to the same thing. Most sites, if not all sites, when you navigate the different categories, you click, visit the page, see the products, click another category. Here, it's instant again. And this was based on that same kind of concept. How can we show content fast? And another thing we did, as opposed to clicking through to the product, we kind of hid some of the content so you could read the key features, and then if you wanted to, you can expand more content. So again, this is another example of how to allow somebody to see more information faster. And I think that's a good way that we could consider the CRCA membership in showing information at that speed.